Imagine waking up one day feeling weak, struggling to stand, and realizing that something as simple as walking has become a challenge. What if I told you that the first sign of death often begins in your knees? Yes, you heard that right. Weak knees, aching joints, and reduced mobility are not just signs of aging. They could be your body's way of warning you about something far more dangerous. And if you're between 60 and 80, you need to act now before it's too late. A 75-year-old woman, once vibrant and full of life, found herself trapped inside her own home. She could barely make it to the kitchen, let alone enjoy the life she once had. Doctors told her it was just aging, but she refused to accept that. After months of research, she discovered an ancient secret that not only restored her knees but made her feel younger than ever. The results were so shocking that even her doctors were left speechless. Think about this. Your knees carry your entire body weight, and over time they wear down. But why do some people in their 80s walk effortlessly while others in their 60s struggle with every step? The answer lies in what you do today. If you've ever felt stiffness, pain, or weakness in your legs, your body is trying to tell you something. Ignore it, and you could be heading towards a slow, painful decline that could take away your independence forever. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed how some elderly people have hunched backs, struggle to walk, and need assistance for even the simplest tasks? This isn't just genetics or bad luck. It's a result of years of neglecting the very joints that keep you moving. And the worst part, most people don't even realize they're making their condition worse every single day with common mistakes that seem harmless. Here's a shocking fact. Studies have shown that people who experience knee pain in their 60s are at a significantly higher risk of early mortality. Why? Because weak knees lead to reduced movement, and reduced movement leads to a decline in overall health. Your heart, lungs, and even your brain suffer when your mobility is compromised. But here's the good news. You can reverse this, no matter your age, and I'm going to tell you exactly how. The woman I mentioned earlier, she wasn't some fitness guru or a health expert. She was an ordinary grandmother who refused to accept the so-called inevitable decline of aging. What she discovered was an ancient technique that strengthens the knees, restores joint health, and brings back the vitality most people lose after 60. The best part? It takes just a few minutes a day, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Before I reveal this secret, let me expose the 3 biggest mistakes people make that destroy their knees faster than anything else. The first mistake? Sitting for too long. When you sit for hours, your knee joints stiffen, your muscles weaken, and blood circulation slows down. This is a recipe for disaster. The second mistake? Ignoring minor pain. What starts as a little discomfort quickly turns into chronic pain, arthritis, and even knee replacements. And the third mistake? Relying only on painkillers. These don't fix the problem. They just mask it while your condition gets worse. Now let's talk about the secret that changed everything. This woman found an unusual yet powerful movement that had been used for centuries by a specific group of people known for their longevity. It's simple, easy, and incredibly effective. Here's how it works. Every morning before you even get out of bed, you perform a gentle knee activation exercise. This sends fresh blood flow to your joints, wakes up your muscles, and immediately reduces stiffness. Then she added a simple 2-minute movement that strengthens the tendons and ligaments around the knees, making them stronger with each passing day. But that's not all. She also discovered a surprising food combination that acts like lubrication for your joints. Within just weeks of adding this to her diet, her knee pain was gone, her energy was back, and she felt decades younger. This isn't some expensive supplement or a complicated diet. It's something you probably already have in your kitchen. Imagine being able to move freely again, to walk without pain, to climb stairs effortlessly. Imagine shocking your friends and family as you regain the energy and mobility they thought you'd lost forever. The key to this transformation lies in something most people overlook, and that's exactly what I'm going to reveal next. Stay with me, because in just a few moments, I'll break down the exact step-by-step process you can follow to strengthen your knees, eliminate pain, and restore your youthful mobility. But before that, I need you to understand why this works. Your knees are like hinges on a door. If they're not maintained, they rust, stiffen, and eventually break. The problem is, most traditional advice focuses on the wrong approach. Stretching alone won't fix the issue. Medication only numbs the symptoms. And the surgery, that should be the last resort, not the first option. So what's the solution? A combination of targeted movements, proper nutrition, and one unusual but incredibly effective trick that ancient cultures have been using for centuries. This is what gave that 75-year-old woman her life back, and it can do the same for you. But here's the catch. Most people will hear this and do nothing. They'll continue to live with pain, assuming it's just a part of aging. But those who take action, they'll be the ones who defy the odds, regain their mobility, and enjoy life on their terms. The choice is yours. In the next section, I'll reveal the exact movements, the food combination, and the hidden technique that can change everything for you. But before that, tell me, are you ready to take control of your health and unlock the secret to strong, pain-free knees? Now that you understand how knee pain is silently stealing years from your life, it's time to take action. But before I reveal the exact movements and foods that can reverse this damage, let me share something shocking. Scientists have discovered that people with weak knees are at a 40% higher risk of suffering life-threatening falls, fractures, and even heart disease. Yes, it's all connected. Your knees are the foundation of your body, and when they weaken, everything else starts to collapse. A famous orthopedic specialist once said, "The moment you lose your ability to walk freely, your health declines at an alarming rate." But here's what they don't tell you. Fixing your knees is easier than you think if you follow the right steps. And no, I'm not talking about painful surgeries or expensive treatments. I'm talking about a simple, scientifically proven method that has helped thousands of people just like you regain their strength and mobility. Let's start with the first step. Imagine your knees as a car engine. Over time, the engine collects dust, oil thickens, and parts start grinding against each other. What happens? The car slows down, struggles, and eventually breaks down. But what if you could clean out the gunk, lubricate the joints, and restore power? That's exactly what this method does for your knees. The first thing you must do is reactivate your knee muscles every morning before getting out of bed. Why? Because during sleep, your joints stiffen, and the first few steps you take in the morning can either heal or harm your knees. This simple 60-second movement sends fresh oxygen and nutrients to your joints, waking them up and instantly reducing stiffness. Here's what to do. 1. While still in bed, gently stretch your legs out and point your toes forward. Hold for 10 seconds. 2. Next, bend one knee slowly, bringing your foot closer to your body, then straighten it back. Repeat 5 times for each leg. 3. Finally, sit up and dangle your legs over the side of the bed, gently swinging them back and forth. This stimulates blood flow and prepares your knees for the day. It sounds too simple, right? But this tiny routine wakes up hidden muscles, boosts circulation, and reduces morning pain by 60% within a few days. But that's just the beginning. Now let's talk about the 2-minute knee strengthening secret that transformed a 72-year-old grandmother's life. After struggling with knee pain for years, she tried this technique, and within weeks, she was walking upstairs effortlessly. Here's how it works. 1. Stand near a wall or chair for balance. 2. Slowly raise yourself onto your toes. Hold for 5 seconds, then lower back down. Repeat 10 times. 3. Now, lift one foot slightly off the ground and balance on the other for 10 seconds. Switch legs and repeat these tiny movements. Rebuild the tendons and ligaments in your knees, making them stronger and more resilient. Within days, you'll feel the difference. But movement alone isn't enough. There's a hidden knee lubricating formula that eliminates pain, restores cartilage, and makes your joints feel 20 years younger. The best part? It's not some expensive supplement or a weird remedy. It's a simple food combination you probably already have in your kitchen. So here's what you need to do. 1. Never sleep with your legs completely straight. Instead, keep a slight bend in your knees to reduce joint pressure. 2. If you sleep on your side, place a pillow between your knees. This keeps your legs aligned and prevents knee strain. 3. If you sleep on your back, place a small cushion under your knees. This keeps them slightly elevated, reducing stress on the joints, making this tiny change that can dramatically reduce knee pain overnight and help you wake up feeling refreshed and pain-free. Now let's talk about what happens if you ignore these warning signs. A recent study found that people who experience chronic knee pain have a higher risk of dementia, heart disease, and even premature death. Why? Because when knee pain limits your movement, your entire body starts shutting down. Your heart gets weaker, and because it's not pumping as much blood, your muscles shrink, making you more prone to falls and injuries. Your brain function declines due to lack of physical activity. But here's the good news. You can stop this decline, reverse the damage, and regain control of your body, starting today. Thousands of people who have tried this method report life-changing results within just a few weeks. Like for Margaret, 74, who couldn't stand for more than 10 minutes without pain. She started with just the morning routine and the knee lubricating foods. And within 21 days, she was able to walk pain-free for the first time in years. Or Robert, 68, who was scheduled for knee replacement surgery. He tried these simple movements, and after just 30 days, he canceled his surgery because he no longer needed it. This isn't magic. This is science. By making the one small change, today, you can reclaim your mobility, avoid surgery, and keep living life on your own terms. Now the choice is yours. You can ignore this information, continue struggling with knee pain, and watch as your health slowly declines. Or you can take action right now. Apply these simple techniques and shock everyone around you with your incredible transformation. What will you choose?